Welcome back to Tran Plays Barotrauma. I was refining material, and this guy has fallen about 6 times already. Let me get rid of this menu right there. I don't know. I don't even know what his AI is up to, but he's been doing this for a while. I'm assuming he's trying to talk to Engineer Merchant. By talk, I mean sometimes 2 bots will go and face each other as if they were talking. I think that's what he's trying to do, but he can't figure out how to land on the platform. In the last episode, we received Dr. 2-100. For the time being, he's actually going to man our gun here, and I've disabled the bots from managing this just so that we can show what we're going to do with him. Because of his weapon skill is at 83 at the moment. It's pretty high, by the way. We spent a long time crafting our resources and just getting rid of more materials, lag, that is. We're going to go ahead and have him use that, and he's going to basically squander this ammo on the enemy. What we're going to be doing is making little detours in order to clear up these beacon stations. While I don't put much stock in the randomized missions, you know, go here, mine that, kill these crawlers, it doesn't really influence the world. I like the idea that by modifying these beacon stations, I am making some sort of difference. That was the first time nothing has attacked me upon repairing something. That was a super uneventful expedition, since I'm no longer able to generate missions for these areas because the developers decided that was not something that they saw in their vision. That was the only thing that happened during this trip. Looking at the map, I believe we wish to go from here to Malcam's Cauldron's Outpost, and then back around to claim these abandoned outposts. Then over to Sontu Fortification, and we'll figure it out from there. It looks like one of these 2 locations. We might look at jailbreak and then not actually keep the results of the jailbreak just to see what the quest is. Let's go ahead and move on, and we're going to take on another abandoned outpost. Yeah, I thought I didn't hit the mineral scanner last time, so the game patch has decided to let you consistently leave it on if you had it on before. We are now approaching Malcam's Cauldron Outpost. And our docking hatch just slams in. Obviously hostile boarding action, but are they going to notice? Of course not. Contact with Malcam Cauldron's Outpost was recently lost, and it's suspected to have been taken over by someone. Destroy the outpost reactor to drive away any squatters and ensure they don't return. We're going to send Nash Vex in on this one. Let's see here. That's not the right cabinet. We're going to go ahead and take these. We're going to need thermal goggles. We won't need all 4. This suit on. And actually, we do have some stun grenades. I have a plan for this. I don't know if it'll work well. Okay, let's get going. One hostile there. Don't see the reactor on this side, so let's check the other side. Whoops. I was trying to close this door, but he was just like barely too far from it. Alright, fine. That's the way you want to play? I just headbutt him. What's going on is I'm actually biting him, and this is going to result in him turning into a husk. Okay, supply CPR. Which opening each door means I have to drop. Whoops, that was a little bit of a far fall, dude. She started moving in on this direction. Welding takes way too long. I think it should be much, much faster. He's getting up. I've never really seen someone turn into a husk before, so I'm assuming that's not a normal way they stand up. Maybe he's getting up. I don't know if that's any better for vision right there. Well, he's not dead, I don't think, because he's wiggling. All right, we'll come back and check on him a little bit. I didn't even see that person right there. I almost walked into that room as well. I don't know why that makes water come in, but okay. Vision up, turbine down, and we get out of here. Oh, he's walking funny. He's definitely a husk. I see one person there. I see a person running out in that direction here. Probably to investigate what's going on. Maybe repair stuff. Huska's patrolling the bottom floor. I think I see a dead body right there, so it looks like they probably did attack her. No, wait. There's the person on that side. All right, let's release the husk. Wow. Let's see if the husk is hostile to me or not. Yeah, looks like it. Not quite the zombie apocalypse I had in mind, but I mean, maybe if I had infected more than one person, but they really didn't give me that much of an opportunity to do so. Wow, that was a nice shot. We'll just have to put up with the beeping for now. Alright, battle's over. Remember that this Nash Vex does not require oxygen. Alright, looks like the mission is accomplished. We just need to loot this place. And let's go see if the second husk has joined the enemy crew. I don't know why this one's hostile. Normally husks aren't supposed to... Oh. Yeah, they would have joined. I just didn't want to wait that long. But that is definitely a way we could go. What? Okay. I thought I chopped off your head, but that was just shrapnel, apparently. Okay. You know, I think that fact that he just got back up, that makes this footage worth keeping. So yeah, let me finish looting this place, and we will disembark and head to the next location. The entire place has been looted. I also found out, just through testing, that security officers can spawn fire extinguishers in fire extinguisher racks. Let's get going. Next, we'll head over here, and then we'll move on to Undermoist and back to Harmonia Linea, followed by Sontu Fortification. Our next destination, something called Undermoist, but we actually have missions to play this time. For this trip, we've actually got to keep these cultists from turning into husks. They'll do so even if you have them grabbed, handcuffed, and locked in a room by themselves with no equipment on them. In addition, we're going to do the beacon station and scan targets at the same time. Yeah, I was just trying to think of how exactly I wanted to do this. Let's see here, we've got a spare set of goggles, health scanner, and a little bit of a collision there, never hurt the submarine. We're gonna need whatever it is that keeps them from turning into husks. Just kind of look at that periodically. Bob, I'm going to give you 8 of them. In fact, I'm going to give you the goggles too while we're at it. So my trip will basically be just looking around to make sure it still says oxygen levels normal, or listening to the radio for any of their chatter. Looks like the target's right above us, so we'll take a little detour towards that. Looks like that might lead to it. Bob, give me a... Oh. Alright. Thank you, Bob. I don't know how often they actually inject themselves or what. Well, I know they do. I just don't know how often that I need to keep checking. Or if it's just the one time. We good? Nope, he did it again. That was a fairly uneventful trip, other than one time they started turning the Husquas into ruins. We have one more area down here. Apparently this was occupied by enemies? Okay. They were not ready for me to break in this way. I wasn't really expecting anything, but yeah. Neither of us was really expecting to see the other guy, I guess. It already had a fuel rod in it. Cultist transport complete. And with that, my reputation with them is over 70. I can buy those robes. We are now on top of the beacon station. Alright, that was new. I had to rewire this. I needed to plug in the junction box power in. The red wire to the sonar monitor. Let's get out of here. The last leg of our journey, we're going to go to Sontu Fortification. Whoops. Looks like we got hostiles in there. I didn't even see them last time, but I didn't have LOS turned off. Jeez. I guess she's hiding in that corner or something. Here's what the AI will do. I think it did pick up an oxygen tank. Wow, she did not stand a chance. I didn't realize I managed to kill her in one swing. Let's see if she did put an oxygen tank in there. Yeah. Counts as stolen, apparently. Really? Only because she was wearing it? Alright, so we started our journey going in this kind of direction here. And I can see already that there has been some impact in the map. This used to be an abandoned outpost as well as this. These are now habitation outposts. So they're level 1 areas. They both belong to the Europa coalition for the time being. So they are surrounded by separatists. I don't know if that makes any difference whatsoever, but probably not. Looks like we'll be heading to this colony next time, doing a coalition official transport. And we will consider just checking out what the jailbreak mission is like, but probably not committing a save to it. I do still want to do this beacon station as well, so it's very likely we will move in this direction. I can see now that there's many uninhabited outposts moving forward and lots of beacon stations, so there's going to be a lot of work if we insist on continuing to rearm every station that we encounter. It's something that we'll have to really evaluate if that's worth doing. Alright, that should be it for this episode. Thank you very much for watching Tran Plays Barotrauma. I'll see you next time.